What is up, YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2018 Baek Battles. Today we have a brand new team. Not sure how much I'm gonna like it though. We got Mega Altaria on deck with Tapu Bulu, Milotic, Incineroar, Cresselia, and Aegislash. Let's get started and play some games. So we're using Mega Altaria. Has a few kind of niche roles, I guess. Some interesting parts. And of course, I did base this team off a singles team until I realized the idea wasn't that great. I actually was originally going to build around Raikou, Incineroar, plus the Mega Altaria. I guess my problems were specifically that Raikou's I was going to use Z-move Raikou, but it was just really weak in testing, so I kind of gave up that idea pretty quick. We got our first opponent. Oh, this is one matchup I actually really don't know how I want to play it. We got Milotic, Gengar, Incineroar, Tapu Bulu, the Kommo-o, and Zapdos. So this is gonna be an interesting matchup because I'm not exactly too sure of how I like this matchup. Yeah, we're gonna roll with it and see how it works. I think Aegislash can do a lot of work. I think Milotic can do a lot of work as a lead. Actually, yeah, I think Milotic can do well as a lead because Gengar plus Incineroar could lead, and I could have this Milotic put in a ton of work. Okay, yeah. With what? Incineroar I'm liking in the back. With Altaria, Bulu could be really nice here for the Milotic, but it really just deals with the Milotic, and that's it. So I'm not exactly too sold on that. Cresselia can put in a lot of work, especially the Calm Mind Cresselia set that I do run, but I'm not sure how exactly I like it in this matchup. I think it's okay in this matchup. Yeah, I'm just not too sure because I'm a bit worried about the Tapu Bulu getting out of hand. Well, let's go Altaria and Incineroar and see how this goes. So I think this matchup is going to come down to how well do I play, and I think it's like around the Mega Gengar. I think I either have to eliminate the Mega Gengar or call whatever my opponent's going to have next to the Mega Gengar. Because if you lead, let's say, Gengar, Incineroar for instance, Bulu could easily be a double. It's going to be my loaded Gengar, so I do call this right. I will lead my Aegislash and my Milotic out here, which isn't too bad here. And I will be able to go for a... Okay, this isn't too bad of a situation, I guess. I think Gengar does not want to take attack from Aegislash. Incineroar is in a pretty bad spot as well. I think the best play is to go out on my own Incineroar. I do carry Assault Vest, so I will be able to live attacks pretty easily. And I might as well just go for a Icy Wind right here, I feel like. I think Icy Wind's a pretty safe play overall. Because it might catch the Tapu Bulu on a switch if Incineroar wants to switch out into that Tapu Bulu, for instance. I could go for sub here, but the problem is I can't knock out the Bulu in one shot with my thing. So I want to make sure if I'm going to get trapped in, I have decent board positioning. Did I grab my Blaze Incineroar by accident? I think I grabbed my Blaze Incineroar. Oh, remind me to... I'm going to change that in between. I think I'm using my old one. Okay, so Shadow Ball going to come out, not do too much. Okay. We'll go for the Icy Wind here. Get a small chunk onto the Gengar. Okay, not having Intimidate is not the worst for me, but it's not exactly the best case for me. Flare Blitz going to come out. Target down the Aegislash. So doubling up the Aegislash, which does make a lot of sense. That does a decent amount. Alright. And I will go for Flare Blitz and Scald in Incineroar because I could highly see... I don't think you want to risk your Gengar. That's the thing. I just don't see you risking your Gengar here. I could see you trying to trap me in with Bulu. But then again, Bulu can't really do much in the position it's at. So I'm not exactly too sure what you can really do here. Scald plus Flare Blitz does catch the Incineroar. But Gengar's going to retreat. Which means I'm not trapped in anymore, which is alright. Milotic going to come out. So we do reveal that there is a Milotic here. As I will get a +2 Scald off. How much does it do to the Incineroar on my opponent's side? Picks up... Oh, almost not. Almost. A little bit off the mark. A little bit off the mark. Get a Flare Blitz off. That Flare Blitz did a chunk, actually. Knockoff going to come out probably into Milotic. Yeah, that's alright. Ooh, that did a lot more than I was anticipating. Obviously, I don't want to let go of Incineroar yet, so I'm actually going to go out in my Aegislash, and I think I'm just going to Scald the Incineroar. Because I will try to knock out the Incineroar. Incineroars don't really run Protect. Nothing really on my opponent's team likes to take the +2 Scald. And getting Aegislash and getting a Toxic off of that Milotic is huge, so it allows my Milotic to maybe 1v1 that Incineroar later. So I think this is a pretty good time to get Aegislash in, because Aegislash will put me in a decent position here. As let's see, no Protect from the Incineroar, so I will be able to knock it out with Scald. So I do get rid of the Incineroar. Although I wonder if Scald will knock out my Scald and a Shadow Ball will knock out my Aegislash. I'm not too sure about that. Scald going to come out fire off in Aegislash here. I don't think it will. And nice, no burn, so I do get my leftovers recovery. Excellent. And now I don't see a reason not to just King Shield recovery here, because I do get recovery here. Bulu's going to come out. Okay. But Bulu can't threaten my Aegislash, so I think I'm fine with this position. Of course, dealing with the Bulu is not going to be fun. I wonder if Milotic would double out here. It's not exactly the best position. Huh. I think I want to get a Toxic off into this Milotic ASAP, though, because that's definitely my priority here, and I will protect my Milotic. Because it's probably Scarf Bulu. Scarf Bulu can't really punish me too much unless it's Nature's Madness, potentially. Substitute. Oh, it's not Scarf. That makes this interesting. Scald gonna come out, okay. Target down my Aegislash. Gets to burn, which, you know, was something that my opponent could have gotten. We will get a Toxic off into the Milotic. So that's a pretty huge Toxic. Absolutely huge Toxic here. Alright, Substitute on the Bulu is interesting. We usually tend to see different variants. No Kommo, which is actually really good here. And thanks to the grassy terrain, I will be getting recovery back. Okay. I do want to get rid of that Substitute on my opponent's Tapu Bulu. Mega Gengar does look like a bit more of a concern now, but I don't really think it's too worrisome. I'm going to go for a Shadow Ball into the Tapu Bulu slot, and I think I'm going to get my Mega Altaria in. I think Mega Altaria should be able to eat Scalds plus Wood Hammers. Oh, wait, it's not. Wait, no. Dragon Flying, Quad Resist, Grass. Because I think you would double up the Milotic, because if you could catch Incineroar on the switch and potentially. I don't see a reason not to. You could also try to go for Scald and Aegislash. I could also see that play. Trying to weaken the Aegislash because you're not sure Shadow Ball will knock it out yet. But yeah, my priority is getting rid of that Tapu Bulu because I think my Milotic can beat down my opponent's team if I just get rid of that Tapu Bulu. So let's see how is this going to work. We'll get my Milotic out into Altaria. Cloud9. Horn Leech, okay. So that's even less damage. I'll take it. Altaria still took a little bit more than I would like, though. Skull. Into the double up. Yep. That does a lot, too. Okay, no burn, which is really fortunate here. We will go for the Shadow Ball here into the Tapu Bulu slot. And again, we're trying to get rid of Tapu Bulu because Tapu Bulu is the one Pokemon that's really stopping me from winning this game. I wonder if you're going to go for Icy Wind. That's also another play I could see. Because I could potentially get my Milotic in here for the punish. I'm just not sure if that's worth it to me. Because I could see you going for a Wood Hammer into my Aegislash too. You could also try to go for another Substitute. I think I just want a Shadow Ball here because I don't mind losing Aegislash right here. And I think I'm going to attempt to Dragon Dance. Altaria will be faster than the Tapu Bulu, which is really good because even if you Icy Wind, I'll be in a fine position. So Dragon Fairy. Let's see. You could Protect Bulu, which is alright here. I know Protect, you might be going for Substitute or Wood Hammer. I could see Wood Hammer and Aegislash right here, which I still wouldn't mind, as I said before. I do get my boost. Substitute's going to go back up, which is fine. As I said before, Icy Wind going to come out, which isn't too bad. And that doesn't really do much to Altaria, actually. So I'm gladly taking that. We will go for Shadow Ball. And break this sub. So good. I want to keep the pressure up against Bulu. Or I could potentially win the game with Incineroar. if I am able to weaken the Milotic enough to where I can knock it out with my return. I think I just want to protect my I think I want to protect my Altaria and just go for a Shadow Ball into the Tapu Bulu slot. Because I could see Tapu Bulu going for protect right here and another Icy Wind, and I don't want to risk going for Dragon Dance on another attack. So I'm just going to protect Altaria. Might as well. I can get the Grassy Terrain healing too. But yeah, this Milotic's getting weakened slowly but surely. You could also switch out Milotic here, but I'm not sure if you want to risk it if I do call that right and get a Shadow Ball off. And yep, Bulu's going to protect, which is fine here. As I said, now I can double up that slot with return plus my Shadow Ball. So Icy Wind. He'll knock me out. Shadow Ball going to come out into the protect. I hope Altaria can pick up the knockout because I actually know 0 damage calcs with my Mega Altaria. So this is +1 return. I'm hoping it can KO. If not, I'm hoping Shadow Ball can finish off the job. Also, we have no idea what this Bulu's item is. It could be a berry, and that could also be really problematic. Milotic is getting pretty weakened. I could actually go for the... Do I have to target on the Bulu? I could go for the Milotic and see if I can pick up the knockout onto Milotic with the... That actually might be worth it here. Yeah, I'm gonna target down the Milotic here. As let's see how much return does +1 return. Pixelate boosted does knock out the Milotic. That's huge. I can get my Incineroar to win this game. Wood Hammer gonna come out, target down my Aegislash. Will this be able to pick up the knockout? It does. Okay, no crit. I thought that was a crit for a second, but no crit, which is alright. Because I can get my Incineroar in. Okay, it's Hornleaf Wood Hammer sub protect. Okay, we've confirmed the entire Bulu moveset. Go Incineroar here. Gengar going to come out. I'm just going to knock out the Gang. I don't really... Do I mind the Bulu? I kind of do. Huh. Well, Gengar's the only Pokemon that can actually pick up a knockout. Bulu can't pick up any knockouts here. Yeah. Let's see. I'm at neutral speed, right? Yes. So I think I'm just going to go for knockoff. Finish off the Gengar slot. And Dragon Dance here. As a match is going to be forfeit because it looks like my opponent acknowledges that you can't really beat the Incineroar down. I mean, I had Assault Vest. But Wood Hammer or Sludge Bomb, maybe one of crits and you can knock it out. But then Altaria gets the Dragon Dance up faster than the Mega Gengar. I actually have Earthquake so I can pick up the knockout onto that Mega Gengar slot. And I would be able to win the game. So Mega Altaria getting to do a little bit of action. I mean, it didn't get like a full sweep. It just got 1 KO. But able to do some work. We beat our first team. Unfortunately, no Kommo. But yeah, I think I'm going to change this Altaria. Change the Incineroar, because apparently I grabbed the wrong one. I have the Blaze one still by accident. So we'll be right back. Alright, we're back for round 2. The only difference that I had was the AV Incineroar I'm running is going to carry U-turn, because I just don't want to exit out and teach this AV Incineroar low kick. So we're going to use this AV Incineroar, and it's going to have U-turn. So not the biggest deal. I mean, I think it only would really matter if we face Snorlax or Tyranitar, because I think those are the 2 Pokemon that I only use low kick against. Because, yeah, this team doesn't have the best Snorlax answers, and it definitely doesn't have the best Tyranitar answers. As you can see, I don't have a good Tyranitar answer. I have a Bulu. I guess Bulu could help in Fury. As we got Dirty Dan from the United States, 1689 rating with the team of Politoed, Ludicolo. Ooh, a Dhelmise. Oh, this is actually Altaria's game because I do have Cloud9. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Because I can negate Swift Swim. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Huh. Okay. What do I want to go here? There are a bunch of Pokemon I could go here. So I could go Altaria, Bulu, if I expect a rain mode. Do I expect a rain mode? I could see it. I could lead my Lodic Bulu, which I don't think is too bad. I think I'm gonna lead Milotic Bulu because it doesn't seem too bad against my opponent's team. Have Altaria in the back. Yeah, Altaria in the back and Cresselia. I mean, I could see Cresselia winning this game. I could definitely see Cresselia win this game. This actually might be where not having low kick on the Incineroar could hurt me because that was, well, if I keep my Lodic, if I have my Lodic healthy, I think I can work it, and I do need something for Dhelmise, so let's bring the Incineroar, see how this is gonna go. And let us see. So this is gonna be a little bit scary depending on what my opponent leads. I'm good against Coco Salamence. Yeah, I'm good against Coco Salamence. What's punishing that my opponent could lead? I don't know. But my Lodic Tapu Bulu pretty much covers most of the options except a Rain lead. Yeah, and you're not going to lead Rain. Okay, Sakataka plus Coco. That works out for me. Since this is a wolf spread on the my Lodic. Oh, it could be Z Thunder though. I don't know, most Tapu Kocos don't run Electrium on the Rain teams. They might run Specs, but that shouldn't knock me out. I think I'm going to go for Scald and Woodhammer into the Sakataka slot, because I do want to get rid of Sakataka. Because again, I don't have much damage output against the Sakataka, so I'll go for the Woodhammer plus Scald here. Because we're going to see the Volt Switch, which is completely okay here. Going to target on the Bulu. I'm guessing Dhelmise is going to come out here. That's what I'm assuming. Life Orb on the Tapu Koko, okay. Let's see what's coming out. I think it's Dhelmise. And I want to double up Sakataka because I didn't want to Trick Room next to Dhelmise. Yeah. This Dhelmise going to come out. Perfect. So I want to say Woodhammer and the Scald should finish this off, but I'm not exactly too sure. I mean, this thing has high defense. Do you see how bulky that Pokemon is? That's actually insane. Scald going to come out. Don't pick up the knockout. Wow. Trick Room is going to come out. Jeez, that Sakataka is actually insane. And I gave my opponent grassy terrain, so this could go very wrong here. Man, I wish I was Barry Incineroar in this matchup. I am going to switch out. And protect Bulu. This is going to be weird. Yeah, I definitely want to protect and switch out right here. Get Incineroar in. You're probably just going to click Rock Slide. Maybe Rock Slide Power Whip. I could definitely see that as a play. This Dhelmise is actually going to be really scary to deal with. Like, really scary to deal with. So we will get Intimidate off onto both of these physical attackers, which is good. I don't want to lose Bulu because in order to knock out Stack Attack, I do need to go for Fake Out Horn Leech into that slot. Skill Swap. What? Bloom Doom, okay. What's Dhelmise's ability? Steelworker, right? Yeah, it is Steelworker. I think my opponent tried to get Beast Boost Dhelmise. Okay. Skill Swap, Trick Room. That means you shouldn't run Protect. Okay, I'm in a decent spot, actually. With that Grassy Terrain, that Bloom Doom, even though resistant is Incineroar, that did so much damage. Alright, I think I should live an Anchor Shot from this Dhelmise. Actually, Dhelmise won't have its, Dhelmise won't be able to do too much. Okay. Because Steelworker doesn't make it stab anymore. So I'm going to go for Horn Leech Fake Out into Sakataka. Yeah. Because I do need to get a Sakataka here. I might be trading a bit of damage on my Incineroar. Not too bad. Oh, come on. That's the first time I've seen that one. Horn Leech. I get a little bit of recovery with the Bulu, but not really that great here. Oh, man. Bulu's near full, which is nice. You shouldn't be power whipping any of my slots here. What is this item on Sakataka? It should have an item. Maybe a Life Orb. think I'm gonna knock out the stack attack still. I don't know if it ally switches or not. I could see it going for ally switch. Not exactly too sure, but I definitely want to save Bulu because it is my best answer to the Tapu Koko. So I'll retreat Bulu into my low deck here. Hopefully my opponent doesn't read this and go for Power Whip into this slot. Rock Slide gonna come out. I should live because you do have Intimidate. Yeah. That does a lot of my low deck. That's a crit, isn't it? Yeah, that's a crit. Power Whip gonna come out. Ooh, I dodged. Really nice there. As Knockoff gonna come out into the stack attacker. Unfortunate miss. Very nice play from my opponent's part. Chuck a berry. Oh my. What is this team? Okay. My opponent would got the beast boost. Oh jeez, that Dhelmise would have been a pain. So I got really lucky there. Politoed's gonna come out. I definitely do want to save my Incineroar, so I will retreat it. Probably back in my Bulu, because I could see Bulu having some work here. I could also go into Altaria, which wouldn't be too bad, actually. Actually, I think the best place to go out in Altaria. Let me see here. I really do want to go Altaria. If I get burned, that would be annoying, actually. I think I'm going to go hard Bulu, actually. And Protect right here. I don't need grassy terrain to win the game. It's nice, but I don't need it to win the game. So I'll go into Bulu here. Helping Hand gonna come out, okay. Is this Helping Hand Anchor Shot into Tapu Bulu? I mean, I'd rather have top... It's not gonna KO. With the Intimidate. Power Whip, okay. Into my low deck. And this is nice because I don't give this Dhelmise a chance to... Okay, that's really nice, actually. Because now I can double out in my Incineroar here. And go for a Wood Hammer into the Politoed. Although I don't know if it will knock out Politoed, I think it's alright here. Actually, I think I could Swords Dance right here. I don't think my opponent can knock me out. And I don't need my low deck anymore, actually. So I'm thinking of maybe trying to get that free switch into my, trying to get the free switch into my Incineroar. So I'll go for Icy Wind here. Ally switch here. Oh, and Scald, maybe? Maybe Scald into my low deck, trying to protect the Incineroar. I mean, I'm going to Swords Dance right here. And Icy Wind. So, I don't need my low deck anymore, so I think I'm fine with leaving it off. Because I feel like Bulu plus Incineroar plus my Altaria can win. Let's see here. Gonna be a Scald. Yeah, Ataria's not my low deck, expecting the Incineroar, which was a pretty obvious switch that I could have made. But, again, I don't need my low deck. Burn, doesn't really matter. Actually, Ally Switch, Power Whip, Phantom Force? I wonder what the moveset is, because I'm not exactly too sure. I'll go for Horn Leech here, and I'll go for another Icy Wind. Or I could go for Scald, maybe try to burn the Dhelmise, which wouldn't be a bad play either. Although Tapu Koko comes in, my Tapu Bulu will be able to outspeed it, so I don't think it's too bad a play. I will go for +1 Horn Leech, because even if Dhelmise ally switches, Politoed really can't do much to my team, and weakening Dhelmise isn't bad for my team either, so I don't mind that trade, as we will get another Icy Wind off, be able to do a decent amount to the Dhelmise right here. Yeah, a decent amount. Okay. Shadow Claw gonna come out onto Tapu Bulu, which is fine. And let us see what my opponent's gonna bring out. Oh yeah, it was the Tapu Koko. Yeah, it's the electric terrain. I mean, I think protecting Bulu and just sacking my low deck here isn't a bad play, because I could get a free switch into my Incineroar. I don't want Thunder going off into Bulu and getting a power or something, as we're going to see the forfeit here from my opponent. So we're going to be able to take 2 wins with Mega Altaria. Actually, the Altaria never came out in the second battle, but they did come out in the first battle. And I think that's pretty good. I didn't expect this team to actually be winning games. Or at least, you know, I thought it would at least be losing a few, but it looks like I shouldn't doubt Mega Altaria. Mega Altaria does come out 2-0 in today's episode. So thank you all for tuning in today's episode of VGC 2018 Back to Battles. Yeah, but that Power Whip miss. Let me talk about that Power Whip miss. If it did connect, it would have made the game a lot harder, yet I still think I had enough resources to beat my opponent's team. Definitely. With, I think Altaria could have swept in the end game. I just needed like one Dragonance. I just needed to get one Dragonance opportunity, and I think I could have won the game. So, you know, might have not mattered, might have mattered. Who knows? It would have made the game interesting, but I definitely don't think I would have lost, especially since, you know, my luck was annoying for my opponent's team, yet it wasn't exactly like the thing that was doing much in the game because, you know, as we saw, once I knocked out Sakataka, it really just didn't provide much. So my luck might not have been the biggest Pokemon to be knocked out there, even if Power Whip connected. I think the only thing it would have been weird was my board position because of the fact that my opponent would have got Beast Boost Dhelmise. Jeez. But thank you for tuning in today's episode of VGC 2018 Back to Battles. Please leave a like down below. Show your support for the video if you did like it. Feel free to check out the rest of my stuff down below in the description, such as the showdown import of this team, the previous episodes of VGC 2018 Back to Battles, the side series, all my social medias, and more down below. Feel free to leave a comment, as I do tend to read them. And Mega Altaria was one of the most requested Mega Evolutions, and continue suggesting the Mega Evolutions you want to see on the channel. I will try to pick the most viable options, the most viable requested options, and use them. Otherwise, thank you for tuning in. Have a great day, people, and until we battle again, I'll catch you all later.